This is Garrett Fry, the cemetery sequence lead for 3D digital map painting, and we're looking at shot 1932. So in this shot, we have some of these really great stairs. It starts out low and it pans up. However, there's nothing that connects this area to the area beyond, and there's no real focal point. So what you're going to need to do is actually put in one of those little garden plot retaining wall things, and put it in here, and then this guy can stay. We're just going to replace this area with something a bit better here, more of a focal point here in the shot. So whatever that would be. So you'll have stuff coming up here. Right there. So also, in addition, you can kind of pepper in some other gravestones through here. And because this area is in shadow, you get just a little bit of light through here, but it's kind of gone completely over here. So you can go ahead and add in a couple of these little light patches. You want to be subtle in those, because if you're doing it too strong, we know that there's a tree over here. So if you put in a big open area of this dappled light, then we can see that there's a bit, a really strong covering of vegetation here. So, the only thing that we'll see is these little patches here and there. So be subtle with the way that you're doing that. You also want to make sure that the material that you're adding here, these walls, are going to be the same material stone as this. So this material here has a certain value, smoothness to it. So you're going to want to make sure that your wall is the same type there. And really, it's mostly just the color and the value that needs to be the same. It can have a slightly different value to it, but mostly if you have something that's darker or lighter, it's going to look really strange. So this is really the color and the value that you're looking at, and it's great because on the plate here you can see there's just a little bit of light hitting this. So now that tells you what the light color is supposed to be, and this is what the shadow is supposed to be on this plate. So that kind of gives you everything you need in order to put something in there that looks really great. Before starting out on the shot, it's really important to familiarize yourself with the extensive photo reference in the library. It is worthwhile to do quick matte painting concepts so you can start to understand what kind of photography works for what particular situation. Also, make sure you're utilizing the asset library, especially for those shots that require continuity between environments. These assets can be a huge help, and remember that every asset has high resolution photography, so if the asset is not high enough resolution when rendered, you can overlay it with photography.